Andrew McCART, IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm here in Belfast, the Europa Hotel with me. I've got the main man himself, Carl Frampton.
How you doing, mate?
You are almost 24 hours away from fulfilling your dream of fighting at Windsor Park. Just talk to me about how you're feeling right now.
I feel good, excited about the fight. Obviously, the weigh-in's over now, so I'm probably in slightly better spirits.
Yeah.
I can drink and eat, and yeah, I'm alright. I'm looking forward to the fight. Big night ahead. Just hoping the weather was a wee bit shite today. I'm hoping it's for improvements
Have you
tomorrow.
seen the forecast for tomorrow? Have you been checking it?
I was checking it. It looks like it's going to rain kind of around. I'll be in the ring around 10 o'clock. They're saying 10:30, 11 it might start raining, but they never get it right. These boys will probably piss down all night. Who knows?
True.
But
Well, I should be under the canopy. I should be ringside.
Maybe all right.
Me and you'll be under the canopy.
I'll be sort of.
It'll be good. Just talk to me about Luke Jackson. Again, you've touched on this in the press conference and probably numerous interviews before in the past, the things he said that you passed it and all this sort of thing. Do you think after seeing you at the press conference, maybe even at the weigh-in today, that he's maybe retracting that a little bit?
He is. He's changed his tune, and he had said these things. He's saying the media have twisted it, but it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It's a fight. This you know, he'll say whatever he wants to maybe help try and get a bit of confidence. But the things he's saying, I don't know if he actually believes them. He's trying to say it enough that he does believe it, but I don't think he does now. And I think he's seen me today on the scales. He's seen the shape I was in. He's seen how focused I am, and he's kind of went back on it a wee bit. But it doesn't matter what I say or what he says. It does not matter. Like, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's all about who wins on the night, and it's going to be me. I feel super confident about this fight.
That's what I've noticed about you, Carl. You do feel super confident. Even when I'm reading the interviews weeks prior to the fight, you were saying this guy's getting it. You've got that bit between your teeth now. I can see it in you. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, I was the stuff that he was saying. It was kind of geeing me up a bit because they're saying I've overlooked him, and you know he's out of shape. He's overlooked him. He looks slow and all, what have you. And that's kind of, it's pushing me on to say, hold on a minute, you've got it wrong. I know you're telling yourself that, and you're hoping and praying to God that I have overlooked him, but I have not overlooked Luke Jackson. And I keep getting asked about Josh Warrington and Valdez and all these other guys. And I talk about them because I'm asked the question. I don't start the conversation with them. I'm focused on Luke Jackson, and that's it. He's the only man in my mind at the minute, and this is a big night for me. Windsor Park is something I've talked about for a long time, so it needs to be a big performance, and that's why I've put all the effort in the training in the gym. You
mentioned asking questions about Warrington and Valdez and sort of stuff. I might ask them later, but we'll wait and see. I just want to talk about the weigh-in today, the crowd.
Yeah, brilliant.
It was absolutely amazing, wasn't it?
Always brilliant. You look at the buzz around the city. It was the biggest crowd there's ever been for a public workout. Amazing. Massive turnout for the weigh-in again today. It would have been even better if the rain had held off and we'd done the City Hall. It would have been amazing, but it wasn't to be. But always a great crowd, and obviously, you know, I talk about it over and over again. But I'm so grateful of the noise and the support that I get. The fans are, for me, I think they're the best fans in the world.
Obviously, Windsor Park's been a dream of yours for years. I can remember you talking about it years and years ago. Would winning a world title at Windsor Park be the next sort of dream for you? Or something
that would be unreal. That would be absolutely ideal. Like, obviously, Luke Jackson, not the biggest household name in the world, but he's highly ranked with the WBO. We looked at the options to try and get the champions in, and there was none available. So we go with a high ranking in the WBO, and that's Luke Jackson. So would have been brilliant, a world title at Windsor Park. But do you know what? If my wee mate Paddy Barnes wins a world title at Windsor Park, then that's not a bad night at all.
We'll talk about Paddy later, man, because I know I've just seen you two chat there at the restaurant there, so we'll talk about Paddy in a minute. I know you said you're not looking past Luke Jackson, but there was a video released by one of your sponsors, Stout 2 Red, on YouTube, and Josh Warrington. I think the last thing he said was, "Let's have it, Carl." Yeah. So I think if all going well Saturday night, would that be a possible fight?
Of course. Well, I haven't really spoke at length about that fight, but it's obviously been mentioned. If he wants it, then let's do it. I'm keen for that fight, but also I'm a mandatory for Oscar Valdez, so let's not forget that. That's a bigger fight than the worldwide stage, Oscar Valdez. So, but Warrington's a world champion.
I think with the thing with you and Warrington is the two sets of fans, like
your
fans and his fans.
It'd be unreal.
The atmosphere would be something
incredible. He's a very, very passionate, noisy fan base, and I have the same. So it would be a very hostile, I think, atmosphere.
Hostile for both sets of fans.
Both, I think.
Yeah.
I think my fans are respectful boxing fans. Not saying that a lot of his aren't, but some of them aren't.
Yeah.
And they're football fans, and it's a different crowd, but that's the way it is. It would be a quality atmosphere.
Well, we'll look forward to that if it ever gets made. But you touched on it, Paddy Barnes. I've been watching him around the hotel. I can't get a word, and he's been ignoring me. He seems to be in the zone. You know him better than me.
He's just grumpy wee shite, Paddy. Pretty much. That's it. But he's got his mind on the job, and you don't blame him really. He's focused, and it's a big fight for him, big opportunity, the chance to go down in history. A huge night. It's going to be a difficult fight for both guys. I think this fight could steal the show. I think it could be a quality fight from start to finish. But I'm backing Paddy. I just see something different about him.
I was going to ask that. Do you think he could do it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he's very, very determined. He's one of these wee men that just doesn't ever want to give up. And you see him in the gym, and you see him in fights and sparring. Like, he's balls to burn. Paddy, big, massive balls, and he'd fight anyone. And I think that Rosales is a very good fighter, but it's going to be different for him. Paddy will fly out of the blocks from start to finish. I think Rosales will do the same. They'll meet head on. I think it's going to be a quality fight.
But the shame, the negative thing about it, you're not going to get to watch it, right?
No, I'll not. So, what can you do? But
well, it's a good thing for me. I just want to talk about it again. Like, if Paddy wins, when Paddy wins, I should say, then this belt on Saturday night, and if you go into next year and win another world title, do you think Belfast is the top place for boxing? No, just maybe
I think
UK,
so.
Europe, worldwide?
Yeah, I think it's a huge boxing city, and you look, me and Paddy could be, before the end of the year, right, we could have 2 world champions. You have Mick Conlon, that's at some time in the near future is going to be a world champion. You've got Tyrone McKenna, a very exciting fighter, like Stevie Ward, Conrad Cummings, Tommy McCarthy, Lewis Crocker, knockout artist. A lot of these boys, I've probably missed 10 out, but they can all fight. You know what I mean? Stephen Donnelly's just turned over.
Yeah.
Someone else just turned over, did they?
Sean McComb.
He's big. Sean McComb is an incredible talent. Big, 6'1".
Super lightweight as well. Yeah.
He says he could do lightweight.
Really?
He's like a Turf Lodge version of Tommy Hearns. You know what I mean? And he can wallop as well. Big long lever. So the future's bright for not only Irish but Belfast boxing in particular. It's going to be a massive few years.
I want to talk about Stephen Ward because again he's another guy that's around the hotel and he's been an absolute gentleman. I just want to talk about what's it like training alongside Stephen and his fight against Steve Collins Jr.
Stevie's a great guy. He's just down to earth, normal, a bit boring sometimes. We give him grief about that. I think he should be a bit more outspoken and.
He said a joke at the press conference, but no one get to hear.
He said the joke, and then the mics were turned off. It was the only time he's ever been funny in his life, and the microphone didn't pick it up. So, Big Steve, he shifts tickets as well. I think he done over 2,000 for this fight himself, and he had an 8-round fight. He's a popular guy. Doesn't say too much. He's not one of these trash talkers, but the improvements I've seen of Stevie Ward over the last 6 months, just training with Jamie, have been massive. Like I was always admired Stevie for what he done, but I'm looking at him going now, really taking notice. This big lad can fight properly, and most dedicated athlete I've ever seen. Like he's so strict with himself. He's has to be the biggest light heavyweight in the world. He has to be so strict to get down to that weight, and he does it. And fair play to him. And I hope it all pays off for him.
I can't let you go without basically talking about the thing that happened today with the Tyson Fury, and get your 2 pence worth if you can, please. Tyson Fury, Wilder, and all that sort of situation.
It's all mad. Look, that's pantomime. Fury and Wilder. You know what I mean? What they're doing is trying to make a big fight, and fair play to them. Both of them know what they're doing. They're 2 big characters. You almost seen Wilder like laughing as he walked away. You know what I mean? They know what they're doing, and Fury as well. They're winding it up, but it's a huge fight. I think I would love to see the build up to that myself. That's something I'd be very interested in. But we need Fury to put in a much better performance than he did against Sefri, and what I want to see from Big Tyson is if he gets the chance to take this boy out, no messing, no Mr. Nice Guy, no fooling around, just get in, do the business, take him out, and then go for Wilder. That would be ideal.
Finally, just from you, what can the fans expect from you on Saturday night?
A win. That's it. And don't want to put pressure on myself, but So I'll not put pressure on myself. I win. That's it.
That's it. Well, Carl, I know you're going to get some food, so thanks for doing this
no
TV,
problem.
and thanks for your time, Carl.
Thank you.
Thank you.